Welcome to the 2024 Paralympic Games. Welcome to the North Paris Arena, just one stop on the RAR away from the Charles de Gaulle Airport. And this is the home of the sitting volleyball. Welcome to Paris. Welcome to the men's gold medal match. And what a game we have lined up for you. This is the schedule here. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina taking on the Islamic Republic of Iran. Now, these teams have met time and time again over the last 20 years on the Paralympics in this gold medal match. Who's going to take gold today? Well, alongside me, Mark Perkins, I have the expert and the absolute joy to welcome our three-time Paralympian and captain of USA, Kendra Lancaster Hall. Kendra, how exciting is this game?
This is going to be one for the history books. I'm really excited. These are two absolute super giants of teams in the sitting volleyball world, and they're going to show us exactly how this sport is meant to be played.
Well, if you're new to sitting volleyball, a very warm welcome. Strap yourselves in because this game is going to be a cracker. Kendra and I will tell you about the differences between standing and sitting as some of the rules change a little bit. But the key thing is it's a best of 5 set match. First to 3 wins. Here's the table as it comes through. The semi-finals, Bosnia defeated Germany. Iran beat Egypt. We've already seen Egypt take the bronze medal match, and now it's the final match in the men's competition. And these two teams going head-to-head. Look at that, both undefeated so far in the pool stages. But these two teams have shared this game so many times. What can you tell us a bit about the two teams and what this match means?
Well, this match is for all the marbles, as we say in America. They're here for a gold medal, both teams. Iran is looking for a three-peat. They're 2-time gold medalists. Bosnia also 2-time gold medalist previously, and they'll be looking to redeem themselves here today.
Well, both teams well drilled. They know what's coming at them. Be it power, be it precision, be it speed, be it accuracy. They know that this is going to go to the wire. The Islamic Republic of Iran may have dominated this game in recent Paralympics, but Bosnia are the ones that can really test them, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And as we've seen throughout this tournament, Iran almost seem untouchable.
So tell us, who are the key ones to look for Bosnia here for you?
Well, Bosnia and Herzegovina, they're a big team as far as size goes. They've got Mirzet DURAN, number 6, their outside hitter. He is their primary point scorer, but look out for other players. JUSUFOVIC and CANCAR, they've got a full lineup. It could come from anywhere.
Well, the head coach, Ifet Mahmutovic, very established and very proud Bosnian, is ready to go. And he's done all his job. He's done what he can do. It's now down to these players. Well, there's what we see. Only dropping 3 sets. One against Egypt. Kazakhstan, that was a great game to watch. 5 sets, but just getting the win in the end. 3-0 against France, and then in the semi-final, 3-0 against a tough German team. So they're going to come against Iran. Just identify, if you can, a couple of people here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, there are too many options here, honestly. But number 3, ALIPOUR, he's been one of their biggest scorers. He's a huge server. Some of his serves have been 80 kilometers an hour or more. That's 8-0. Then we have Morteza Merzet. He's the 2nd tallest man in the world. You can't miss him when he's on the floor.
Well, this man here, Hadi Rezai, is going to be inducted into the International Volleyball Hall of Fame, a 3-time gold medalist. He's been around for decades. I say that with the utmost respect because that man is brilliant. Well, here's what we see for the Islamic Republic of Iran. Only 1 set dropped all tournament. 3-0 Ukraine, Brazil, Germany. Then Egypt did test them a little bit. Now, we know Iran made some changes to their lineup.
Yep. Iran made a little bit of change to their lineup. They gave some of their other players a chance. That's the only set they've dropped, and I think it's the only set they've dropped for several years. So if anybody can do that now, it's Bosnia.
Well, the crowd here will be filling up a capacity of just over 5,000 expected for this game to see 2 of the all-time great in men's sitting volleyball go at it yet again for another gold medal match. It doesn't get bigger than this.
It certainly doesn't.
It is Bosnia and Herzegovina taking on the Islamic Republic of Iran. First of all, we're going to have the national anthems before we get these teams in competition.
Vous levez si vous le pouvez pour les hymnes, avec pour commencer l'hymne de la Bosnie-Herzégovine. North Paris Arena, please rise if you are able for the anthem of Bosnia and Herzegovina. L'hymne de la République islamique d'Iran. And now the anthem of Islamic Republic of Iran.
The utmost respect shown by both countries for the national anthems. The final formalities now, making their way across that 1.15 meter net. The teams high-fiving, the coaches sharing pleasantries as we look at the gold medal match. Both these teams are undefeated, winning 4 from 4. As Kendra said, just one set dropped for Iran in this whole Paralympics. Can Bosnia take this game to the wire and do what people have struggled to do over many years, and that is defeat the Islamic Republic of Iran? We're going to introduce the match officials and the starting lineups to you very shortly once all the keepsakes have been placed away. The match officials for the gold medal match here in the men's competition. The first referee from Brazil, Andre Ferreira Calado. From Canada, Neil Nowala will take charge of the action here. Now we're going to welcome the two teams to court. First of all, it's going to be Bosnia coming out. It's going to be Adnan Manko, the 47-year-old, with 36 points so far. Duran, one of the top point scorers in the competition. Watch out for him, 63 points across the board. CANCAR wears the number 7 in the middle blocker. ALIBASIC in the opposite position. The experienced 52-year-old setter, DELALIC, the captain of the country, starts in position 6 with JUSUFOVIC in the middle blocking position. Libero wears the white shirt. And that is Armin SEHIC. For Iran, well, the tallest man in Iran, Morteza the 36-year-old, comes on. Alongside him is Alipour, 60 points for Alipour. Davoud, ALIPOURIAN, what a player this guy has been. The captain of the team, has led his team so well. BIGDELI coming in, 32 points. GOLESTANI, and then wearing number 12, BABADI, 31 points. Salehi is the Libero in the white shirt, wearing number 11 for Iran. Well, Kendra, we're 10 seconds away from the gold medal match, and these two teams look ready. Here we go, gold medal match at the sitting volleyball here at the 2024 Paralympics. It's the Islamic Republic of Iran in red, serving on the left against Bosnia and Herzegovina in the black on the right. And the first point goes with a wayward hit from Alipour.
Yeah, Alipour just not really making the best connection, but that'll probably be one of the few errors we see from him.
Touch off the block here. Iran get their first point. There's a real big battle. One of the big differences if you're new to sitting volleyball is that you can block the serve, Kendra.
Yeah, you absolutely can. And it adds a real element here to the game. It allows players to funnel the serve into their better passes. It allows them to protect their maybe less skilled receivers. Just a little bit of an added challenge there for the servers to look at.
Well, there we see the speed as well of ALIPOURIAN. He's just a magical player and has been for such a long time, the 39-year-old. Big topspin serve. Oh, the windmill! Well, Iran have come out on the showboat already.
Yeah, coming out swinging, as they say. I mean, look, there's no block. You can't leave no block for ALIPOURIAN. He's going to have a field day with that.
I don't think anybody from Bosnia knew where that was going to go. And it's an ace serve. This one is ripped through from GOLESTANI. That's his 9th ace of the competition. Morteza waiting to get in the game. He's just sitting there going, I want to play. Can I play?
I think everybody's thinking the same thing.
Iran leading 4-1, and Bosnia have called for a timeout.
Allez, on va vous donner des ingrédients pour encourager les joueurs. L'Arena Paris Nord, on va commencer par taper des pieds, taper des pieds, taper des pieds.
Well, it's a dream start. Pressure from the service line has been delivered by the Islamic Republic of Iran. ALIPOURIAN, that windmill was a thing of beauty. So fast.
It was. And leave it to him to show off within the first couple of points. I mean, Iran have started as they mean to go on, and they're not going to let this up for a second.
Well, they keep themselves to themselves. So we've seen a lot of family, friends, and media around the Paralympics, and they keep their little bubble. They don't go out and about. They don't hang around with all the crowd outside, but they have stuck to their own, and this is why, because they've come here with a mission, haven't they?
Yeah, absolute laser focus. They, you know, they're almost the undisputed champions. Nobody's really challenged them for a really long time, and I think it's really easy to get comfortable in that situation, but they come out swinging, fighting every single time they're here to prove a point.
Well, we're 5-1 into the game, and ALIPOURIAN has 3 points. And GOLESTANI has 2 aces. Change coming in for Bosnia, but the result is exactly the same thing. It's another ace serve, and well, this is a statement of intent.
It is, and if you look on the side of the Bosnians, they don't really look like they know what to do with themselves. They haven't really been able to put a play on the ball.
Well, this time it's an error. It's come straight over from MANKO. Maybe that's the way forward.
You'll take anything at this point, I think. They're only 4 points down, so they're very much still in this, but it was really important that they stopped that momentum from Iran.
ALIPOURIAN turn provider. And Morteza, Mirzet.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate error. I was just about to say, Bosnia doing amazingly to get that hit up. Morteza Mirzet, his sitting reach is 2 meters. That's unreal. It's almost double the height of the net, and a lot of teams really struggle to even get the ball up when he hits it.
Well, service error from the captain. Into the net it goes. 3 points away. And they've really been errors, haven't they, from Iran. Bosnia haven't actually scored properly themselves yet, but give them a bit of time. CRNOBRNJA with the serve. And that steep hitting angle from Mirzet is, as you said, the blockers almost need to take that step back. He's not going to go inside the 2 meter line, is he?
Yeah, I wonder if anybody's ever tried that, just pulling more bodies back into the defense. I mean, you just, at that point, just have to throw your limbs out and hope it hits you.
I just love it when ZIRAHI jumps on him and celebrates. Unfortunately, being so big, you do get the way sometimes of the serve. It's so tight. Those new to the City Volleyball notice the players placing their limbs underneath the net. You can touch the bottom of the net in the middle of the net, but the violation is across the tape. That's what the second referees and the referees are looking for. Good swing there from JUSUFOVIC.
Yeah, he was ready and waiting there. It looked like DURAN was just itching to touch that ball.
Just off the head of ALIPOURIAN. He then distributes the ball out wide to BABADI, who just waits a little bit longer, doesn't he, in the left hand, but it's a beautiful swing.
Yeah, he does. We haven't talked about BABADI yet. We've mentioned a few other players, and he is one of the world-class attackers. He's a left-handed hitter, whereas most players are right-handed, and that just adds an extra level of difficulty for the defenders.
DURAN. Well, lifting courting, just explain to the viewers who might not have seen sitting volleyball before what lifting is.
Yeah, so as you can see, players are sat on the floor. So one of the key rules in sitting volleyball is when you touch the ball and you're in front of that 2 meter line, so in that light purple zone, somewhere on your torso has to be touching the ground. If not, it's an automatic error call and the point goes to the other team.
So BABADI guilty of that, and then he's also had a big shutout block. Well, we've taken a while to get DURAN front court, and what he is now, that's his 12th block of the competition. He's going to be the go-to man. If anybody's going to cause problems for Iran, it's going to be DURAN. Forced error, though, from Bosnia.
Yeah, that's a bit of a lucky break there for Iran. It's an uncharacteristic error from Bosnia. Bosnia starting to build up some momentum themselves, and that is a big part of this game.
MANKO fires that ball across to JUSUFOVIC. Iran come again.
Yeah, that's more class play from Iran. BIGDELI is a big swinger, using those hands, but in the end, it's a lift call by Bosnia. He puts his hand up. He knows exactly what he did, and it's so tempting to do.
BABADI at the net. On the serve. This has gone to a let. Again, just describe this action then, so the people who watch this for the first time know what that means.
Yeah, so the ball has to keep moving. It can't stand still for any amount of time, and so when the ball gets stuck between two blockers, the referee will stop play, they'll call a let, and the ball goes back to the previous server, no points awarded.
ALIPOURIAN thinks he's got the kill block. As soon as he pushes himself back to start to celebrate, he sees the referee's called him for a lift.
That's a terrible feeling.
Well, given the start that Iran had and how it felt, we look at the score, it's 8-11, and they've got one of their best servers on the service line now. Options available for Bosnia. They go over the first time. Good use of the ball here from Iran, but BIGDELI has gone long. He went cross court and it's sailed long.
Yep, you can see exactly what BIGDELI's trying to do. He's trying to play that ball off of the middle blocker's hands. He just misses it. But I think the scoreboard is reflective of how well Bosnia know this Iranian team. They're putting pressure in all the right places. Iran's making some really uncharacteristic mistakes we haven't seen them do yet so far. This is unwrapping to be a pretty exciting match.
That's what we want for the gold medal match here at the Paralympics. Nice work at the net from Bosnia. It's going to be a free ball coming over effectively. Duran gets a touch. It's still alive from the Iranians. Well, quick reactions. Has he got enough power on it? Oh, one-handed set. Excellent control here by both teams. Oh, and then an error. No touch.
That is a huge point for Bosnia. Not only it gets them a little bit closer to Iran on the scoreboard, but emotionally, that's a big win for them. They played some amazing defense, and more importantly, they were able to recover from those not so ideal passes and able to return that ball back.
Duran back to serve. He's got 10 aces as well. All-round player. That is a monster block. And then MANKO goes on his knees and celebrates.
That's a huge,
quite rightly so.
Well-deserved celebration there.
(11-12). Again, that battle at the net, so important. Always rolled over somehow. Little touch, Duran's there. But there is a net touch against Bosnia. Just went fishing a little bit, maybe didn't need to.
Yeah, Bosnia are going to have to really keep those errors limited. They're inevitable. You're going to have errors. But when your players are throwing themselves across the court to play that ball up, you've got to make sure that you protect it.
Well, had to take that ball from behind his head somehow. Iran keep it alive. But for how long? Bosnia find that ball out again, but it's a free ball this time. Big swing coming in. Over the top of the block.
When in doubt, just give it to the big man. And you know, we're talking about his height, but he's a really talented player in his own right. He's really good at finding those holes, and when you don't have to worry about the block, that makes your job pretty easy.
Well, not to say being big is always a benefit. Sometimes it's a little bit harder as well, because he can't swing all the way through. He can't reach that far.
Yeah,
so there's pros and cons, isn't there?
Absolutely, it's a really good point. I mean, I know players that have really long legs, and in most sports, that's a real advantage. But in this game, they can sometimes be a hindrance.
Well, there we see again. Well, it has come off the hands of Bosnia. On the angle. Very deceptive from the angle. Almost looks like it's going to the back of the Iranians, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, Golestani is putting some real heat behind that ball.
CANCAR comes on for CRNOBRNJA. The 48-year-old in his 4th Paralympics. He's one of the best blockers in the world. How Bosnia could do with him. Look how his hands are above the net. There he's the first touch alongside MANKO. Immediate impact made.
Yeah, Bosnia could really do with a string of points here. They need to close this gap between them and Iran. They've kind of let Iran run away with it after they caught up previously. They're going to have to be stronger at the net than this.
Anytime that ball just drops below the tape, you're asking for trouble when you're pressing against it. It's going to be a help ball.
Yeah, DELALIC really doing his best to try and get that ball over, but he just held it a bit too long against the top of the tape there.
16-12 here. ALIPOURIAN back to serve. Morteza quick to react. Nice touch from Iran. CANCAR in there quick. His movement into the net and his arm speed so fast.
Yep, it's so fast. It makes it hard to read. Watch how he moves in. His hand is up, and it's just a wow. That ball goes straight down. It was a great fast approach from him.
That's the official term. Wapow. Reverse set. Nice blocking. Well, Bosnia getting a hand on it. It's almost, instead of blocking straight, they're going to have to, almost like when you're taught as a kid to block, you drop your hands back, let him hit you, keep the ball alive is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what JUSUFOVIC did. You saw that right there in the replay. He's just doing like the ultimate soft block. He's throwing his hands backwards just to try and pop that ball up long enough for a defender to get to it.
It's a big serve. That's a big hit as well. Cue the celebrations.
I mean, what can you do when you're a defender in that situation? You can't do anything. It's great.
ALIPOUR, one of the best servers in the world, causing trouble. Babadi squeezes that one through the block of ALIBASIC.
That's a huge swing from Babadi. He's a great, great player. Bosnia did well to close that block, but in the end, they weren't penetrating over the net far enough, and that ball just landed right in front of them.
Well, Vadi's get the plaudits in this timeout. His hair still looks pristine. Doesn't like he's been playing half a set of volleyball, does it?
Oh, he's got movie star hair, doesn't he?
19-13 here. The danger man from the service line. Iran looking to pull away even further. It's almost like they gave Bosnia a little bit of a go with their errors they made. Straight back in with it. Nice spot. And ALIBASIC, one of the best. He was the flag bearer for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Goes back, the 41-year-old, to serve. He was the MVP in the European Championships last year. He's one of the key men alongside Duran who can trouble these. It's off the head of JUSUFOVIC.
Yeah, I think Bosnia are going to have to really clean up their blocking game here. When you have hitters from Iran hitting like this, they're hitting just absolute rockets. And if your block isn't set, if it's not penetrating over the net, physics is going to do the rest, and you've got no hope.
Float serve, this is a fight at the net. The size of JUSUFOVIC's hand, just hold like it's like nothing there. It's like, I've got this.
Yeah, that was a really nice, strong attempt. He was going up against 2 or 3 Iranian hands to his one.
And he gets it again on the block of the serve. It does get picked up. ALIPOUR can't keep it alive. Quick reactions for Bosnia. GODINJAK starting that off on the defense.
This is exactly what Bosnia need to do if they want to get back in this set. We haven't really seen them run much of an offense yet, and that's just been because they can't get the ball up. Finally able to get a pass, and look what happens.
The captain sees that ball deflected. Chance here for Iran. They keep it alive with a pancake. On 2, gets a touch, it's come over again. Time for Bosnia. They just can't get the ball down on the floor of the side of Iran, and Babadi powers his way through. It's still alive. What a rally, what a point for Bosnia!
That's a huge block, huge block.
Girano was turned around to the crowd and said, "Are you not entertained?" Look at that.
I mean, look at this. Duran doing textbook blocking. Really good penetration, really good height. Bosnia finally starting to play their game.
Again, alive from the block. Oh, that's genius. Real volleyball IQ from JUSUFOVIC. ALIPOURIAN's going to have a chat.
JUSUFOVIC is a really, really smart, experienced player, and he's showing us that right now. He's really focused. He's really steady here on this Bosnian team, just doing exactly what needs to be done to put points on the scoreboard. And look, they're back within 2 points of Iran.
And head coach has called for a timeout for Iran. There's not many teams in the world that would be 5 or 6 points down against Iran and go, we've still got this, it's all right. Just trust yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Bosnia and Herzegovina really showing their quality here. And nobody knows this Iranian team as well as that Bosnian team down there knows.
BIGDELI first on for Iran. ALIPOURIAN coming back in. Well, the Bosnian fans have got something to cheer now. They're seeing some of the best of their team playing.
Now, they've gotten back within 2 points, but their job is not done yet. They still have to get back out in front of Iran before Iran just get 5 more points.
Long way to go. BABADI. I like the defense from Bosnia, but that's also a lovely, lovely block from BIGDELI.
Look at BIGDELI and BABADI. They connected beautifully, putting up a really nice ball in front of Duran. They know he's their biggest scorer. They're going to know exactly where he is on the net, and they will be laser focused on getting a block in front of him.
ALIBASIC with a nice ball in. Duran into the block. It's recycled. ALIBASIC coming in from the back court to help out. And well watched there by GODINJAK.
Yeah, GODINJAK, we haven't really talked about him yet. He's a great libero. He was a real key part of why Bosnia was able to stay in that rally before that timeout.
We've got 2 fantastic liberos here. 1 on each team.
Yeah, Salehi on the Iranian side, he's also one of the absolute best.
BABADI turning provider for BIGDELI. And again, out wide to ALIPOURIAN. MANKO. He is not letting anything pass now.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about, as soon as Bosnia are able to get that big blocking game up, get those hands over the net, you know, that was going to make a huge difference for them. And this is what we're seeing right now. They're 1 point down.
3 blocks from MANKO. BABADI goes against BIGDELI. This one's too wide from attack. Chacha is there as well. Well, Nizam Chacha's been brought on for a reason, and he's showing it when he lines up alongside MANKO together. Their time is impeccable. Yeah,
and he read that beautifully. He's right in front of BIGDELI's shoulder. He can see from BIGDELI's body language where he's going to put that ball and adjust accordingly.
The blink of an eye, it's 21-21. I scrap that number. I'll raise it now and say Bosnia are leading 22-21.
Yeah, this is a great comeback, and it's really, really hard to do, especially against a team like Iran.
6 down at 20-14.
Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Second timeout for Iran. And the challenge here, and it's great to see that Iran are having to work so hard. Nothing's their own way. It's not their own tempo. They're being rushed a little bit. They're being moved a little bit. As you said, nobody knows that team better than their opposition right now. And both the coaches know that. And they're brilliant people off the court. And when you see them hit, they're going to be loving this battle, aren't they?
Yeah, they will. And Iran they've almost just waltzed into this final. Nobody's really put up a fight, and it's going to be really interesting to see if they're able to respond to this. They've not had this much pressure on them at all in this tournament, probably even longer back than that. But they're a world-class team. Do not count them out. They're perfectly capable of turning on a switch and running away with this.
Well, an error here for a lift. Bosnia lead by 2 and require 2 for the first set, and it would be a real big thing for Bosnia to turn this one around from the way that this set has gone. Well, interestingly, ALIPOURIAN has gone over to have a chat. There is a substitute coming in. ZIRAHI coming on for BIGDELI. Probably not the best handful of points for BIGDELI that we've seen of him, but we know how powerful he is.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a few players On Iran's side, they've had some real uncharacteristic errors, and BIGDELI is one of them, hitting into the block. That's not something he often does. So Rezai obviously just bringing him off, giving him a minute to collect himself.
What
and
a
you
save.
know, sitting volleyball is as much a game of
3 times! Defend, defend, and duck. It's like dodgeball.
It is. And sometimes it's like a game of pinball. It doesn't always have to be pretty. It just has to be a point. And Bosnia is showing some real resilience here.
Alipour doing all he can. It's set point to Bosnia, 24-21. Mahdi goes out wide. Oh, it's a huge block! That lifting called.
Oh, that is devastating for Bosnia.
Well, the crowd on their feet here didn't see that, and they were starting to cheer, not realising the second ref had called. He's got their back to a lot of the crowd here. They didn't see it.
No, and those referees, they're looking for that. You can't be coming off the floor, and it is so tempting. The energy, the adrenaline is pumping. You're just trying to get that extra millimeter.
There it is. They've done it. They've taken this set. Quite remarkable. They were down 6-1 at the start. Then they were down 20-14. And they have taken this first set 25-22 in this gold medal match. And it's the first time Iran have been down in a game.
With their starting 6 on the floor, Mark, these are the best sitting volleyball players in the world.
Confirmation that you did see that right. Bosnia turned this gold medal match first set on its head, 25-22. Well, I'm going to leave that pace to you to summarise this game.
I mean, the stats are all over the place, but in the end, it is the blocking game for Bosnia, and also really uncharacteristic errors, 9 for Iran in that set. We've barely seen 1 or 2 from them per set, let alone 9, and I think that is just a really good illustration of the pressure that this Bosnian team is putting on Iran. They're really not used to it. They're gonna have to find a way around it. I'm sure they've got a plan, but we'll see what happens in set 2.
Well, we look forward to that. Well, these are the highlights of an incredible first set. Those that are new to City Volleyball, you've tuned in at the right time, I'll tell you that now. And those of you that are experienced and understand City Volleyball, you'll understand exactly how impressive that was by Bosnia, but also how uncharacteristic it was from the Islamic Republic of Iran.
This rivalry is one of the greatest rivalries in sports, in my opinion. Not a lot of people watch sitting volleyball, so they may not be aware of it. But these two teams battle it out again and again and again and again. And until just now, no team has been able to put any pressure on Iran, put them on the back foot. And Bosnia have been able to do that here in set 1. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the Islamic Republic of Iran are able to respond to that in this second set.
They first met in a gold medal match in 2004 in Athens. You were still playing for USA, or still playing, that was your first one.
That was my first games, yeah. And that was the first time that we as in Team USA had ever seen sitting volleyball be played like this, and it was very much like this.
Well, Bosnia have struck gold twice in Athens. But it is Iran who were victorious in Tokyo, victorious in Rio, and in Beijing and in Sydney. We're underway with the second set, and Mirzet starts us off.
I think that was the right way to start off this set. Iran really needed something to celebrate. You give it to Mirzet. He can reach over the block, get you an easy point. That puts your team on the front foot now, and you're in charge of the momentum.
ALIPOURIAN with the long serve down the line. DURAN, we haven't really talked much about him yet, the power he has. Oh! Angle from Mirzet. There's probably only one person in the world that can hit that angle like that.
I mean, Manko did really well even to just get hands under it, but Mirzet is hitting that so hard, it's really hard to control it.
A matter of meters away from him, still trying to control it. Overpass, BABADI can't put it away. DURAN tries to find the gap down the line. They revert back and go, right, Mirzet, we need your help here.
Yeah, and he's stepping up to the challenge beautifully, isn't he?
Others that can't get through the block, can you go over it for us?
Yeah, it's the perfect antidote to this Bosnian block. That's what shut Iran down, so you just go to the guy who it really doesn't matter to.
Nice work. It's whether now Bosnia could start to get some attacks. They can't hear. This one by ALIBASIC has caught the antenna and gone out of play.
Yeah, so anytime the ball touches that antenna or aerial or pin, it's an automatic out of bounds. Ball goes to the other team.
It's now, can ALIBASIC work something with the big block? Well, he's tried to go inside that block, but he's guilty of lifting. And Iran have done what they do in the first set, come away with a really strong start. Bosnia yet to score. It's 5-0, timeout called.
Allez, on veut vous entendre.
Well, Coach Mamatovic, hopefully he said something similar to what he said in the first set.
Yeah, I think it's just block, hit, go faster.
Yeah, they've not managed to get an attack away, and then when they have, it's just gone straight back to the big man. That's much better. That's much better from CANCAR.
Yeah, and it's that extra speed. He hit that ball on two, and it just catches the Iranian defender slightly off guard. You've got to take any advantage you have against this team.
One thing I do expect Iran not to be so wayward and loose with their errors in this set. That's one change I'm expecting we're going to see. Great save coming in from Bosnia, but can they get the attack away? No, it comes over. High ball, you know who. Great save again, the captain from Bosnia. In the right place at the right time.
I can't believe Bosnia is keeping this ball alive. You can see how hard Mirzet is swinging.
And they steal it! Well, Iran tried and tried and tried. They just couldn't break down this Bosnian defense. And the first time that Bosnia really got a chance to attack, whoop-ah, he went, didn't he? In your words. Whoop-how.
And here comes Alipour with a big swing of his own. He hasn't really gotten to play much yet this set, or this game. And you can see what happens if Iran are able to activate him.
Just a second point for Alipour. He goes back to serve. Big danger man from the serve. It's ricochet between the hands. A little bit of confusion there for Iran, and that ball just drifts over. Mirzet was always making his way back.
Yeah, it was a bit of a lucky break there. I think Mirzet kind of expected either Salehi or ALIPOURIAN to take that first touch. They usually do. And they thought, well, it's right next to him. Surely he'll put his hand out. It's a lucky break for Bosnia. Hopefully they can take advantage of that.
CANCAR back to serve. Nice work at the net. ALIBASIC He's alongside his captain, and they are able to shut out. And that 5-0 seems a long time ago again, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Just a little bit slower to get starting in each of the sets.
And sometimes it just takes a few minutes to settle in. These athletes, they're really not used to playing in an arena this big. There's a few thousand people in here. They make a lot of noise, and that makes things a little bit more difficult. But once you kind of get dialed into that, then you kind of forget it's there and you just focus on the task at hand.
It'll be interesting now with Mirzet going back to the service line. He'll serve once his point's over. He'll depart. Libero will come on. How Bosnia changed the way they play now at the front line. But also how Iran changed the way they attack. Left-hander Babadi. Nice reverse set. Has it got a touch off the hand? Babadi knows it has.
Yeah, JUSUFOVIC coming in right in the nick of time. He's doing, once again, exactly what he needs to do and no more. Just a nice play off of the Iranian block. That's an easy point for Bosnia. And they're inching ever closer to Iran.
Basic deep. Alipour. Well, he got the first touch for MANKO, and he's defending so well today, isn't he?
Yeah, MANKO's having an unbelievable match. He's a really steady player, but he kind of sits in the background while some of the other players really kind of get the glory, but he's the one keeping this ball alive.
Babadi back to serve. Quick in, it goes again. JUSUFOVIC, so fast in the middle. It's the angles he creates.
Yeah, that's right. And he's able to do that because of DELALIC's control as the setter. And the more they can speed that ball up, the more of an advantage it gives Bosnia, because Iran's blockers don't have enough time to move. JUSUFOVIC can just choose which direction to send it.
BIGDELI blocked. Duran blocked. He gets a second go. Oh, that's just long, but there is a touch. No, not given. They were hopeful. Really nice. The head coach from Iran and MANKO just have a look at each other. Maybe, and then shaking their hands going, I don't know.
And that was an amazing leave by Salehi. He did a bit of a matrix move there to get out of the way of that ball.
BIGDELI serving. 3 attackers for, was a nice pancake from ALIPOURIAN. The problem is because the height of that ball coming up off out the pancake, they don't have a lot of time to react to get underneath it, do they?
No, they don't. They do well to pop it back up, but you're just kind of flailing. There's not a lot of control at that point.
Interesting where the referee would have called that if it got in, because on the pancake, it then caught the hand of the defender by the side, so there's a double contact there. Regardless of that, it's 7-9 here. Well, Iran like that one. They line up. It was a tandem coming in.
That must have felt so good. That was a lovely, fast set by Babadi out to Alipour. They connected really nicely, and Alipour is a huge gun. When he swings at that ball, you better have your block set, and Bosnia was not ready.
Nice little dig set. Mirzet's back. Well, he's been pulled up here as reaching over the net.
Yeah, that was a really lucky break for Bosnia. Duran couldn't touch it again, and there was nobody there, but Mirzet reached right over. It's really tempting to do, but you've got to be disciplined there.
Duran serving. We know this is going to go. Oh, that's a brilliant save. ALIPOURIAN read it so well. DELALIC did so well to pick it up in the corner.
That was an amazing dig, but ALIPOURIAN ready and waiting.
Close to net, wasn't he? Yeah, he's got to keep away though. 11-8. Nice deep serve. Lifting called against Iran.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that can just be an illustration of how badly these players want it. They've got their hands down to give them a bit of stability, and the adrenaline sometimes just takes you upwards.
But this man's not all about power. That is a really smart and soft touch.
It is. It's not always power. Sometimes it's just a touch of finesse, and he saw that opportunity. We don't often see Mirzet tip. He doesn't have to, but he was in the perfect position.
Big serve incoming. Babadi. Here's a chance for Bosnia. They go away from where the big blocker is. Switching it up to CANCAR. ALIBASIC with the tip. Free ball coming in. ALIBASIC snapping at that one.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't really make a great connection with the ball. He kind of mishit it with his hand, and I think that's why it flew out. Really uncharacteristic for ALIBASIC, but again, the stakes are high, the adrenaline is pumping, and you've got to control that energy.
Serve goes long from Alipour. I mentioned earlier about the speed that they generate from that service line with the top spin.
Yeah, and it's even more incredible. I mean, when you think about sports where the athletes are standing and jumping and moving, it's a lot easier to generate that kind of power. But when you're sat on the floor, you really have to, that all comes from the core, and to be able to manipulate your body, that is a lot of skill.
CANCAR unfortunately fires into net for Bosnia. He departs. On comes GODINJAK. Morteza Mirzet comes up with an ace serve. That's his first ace serve this tournament.
Yeah, he's not the strongest server.
Seems to have got underneath that one, doesn't he? It's almost giving it some backspin.
Yeah, he did. I do love watching him celebrate, though. He's so passionate, and he really cares about this sport and his team.
Rare error there on that third touch coming over from Iran. SALEHIHAJIKOLAEI comes back in to do the defensive work for Mirzet. DURAN turning straight around to ALIBASIC. How did he miss that one, he says. Firing it deep to the corner.
Yeah, you can see why they would go for that. The Iranian receivers often sit quite far up in the back row. Leaves a lot of space.
ALIBASIC tight on the net. It's got the deflection. It's gone back out to DURAN. One-on-one off BIGDELI. And it rolls across the tape and out of play.
Yeah, it's a cracking swing. It's another really nice fast set by DELALIC. And that's giving Bosnia just that split-second timing advantage. Iran not able to get two sets of hands up makes DURAN's job much easier.
DELALIC with the serve. Alipour up. Well, that was a wild swing for him. He goes, yeah, my bad. It was a brilliant set.
He was going for high hands there. You could totally see it with his body position. He was locked and loaded, ready to pump it. And JUSUFOVIC saw that coming a mile away, pulled his hands far away.
Oh, that's a massive block. Look at that celebration. MANKO.
Yeah, DURAN and MANKO connecting really well. They hadn't closed their bodies, but they're so strong. They have so much core strength. They're able to hold that position in midair ultimately.
Also with 11 blocks against Iran this game. Alipourian, really smart play.
Yeah, really smart. It was the right thing to do. The ball was a little bit tight. Alipourian is really easy dunk down.
Well, the blocker's pulling his hands away, isn't he, to try and get back to defend a bit. And we have got some brilliant volleyball minds at work here on court. There's another nice touch. Quick in, the setter goes back court. Sorry, on the reverse set to JUSUFOVIC.
Yeah, there's a lovely back set. Alipour does his best to get out there, but JUSUFOVIC just tooling right off the outside of his arm. He was still in motion. He wasn't set. He couldn't get outside of that ball to redirect it back into the court.
15 from 55 and 24 from 74 is the attack rate of how often they put the ball down. Now, for both teams, that just shows how amazing the defense has been backcourt.
Yeah, the defense has been great, but the blocking has been the story for Bosnia here, I think.
There's another great pickup, this time from JUSUFOVIC. Babadi in, quick touch from Alipourian. He goes back out. Another great touch on the block. Comes over from MANKO. They're lining up from Iran, but they're not able to put it away. DURAN comes in, gets a touch, and gets Bosnia within 1 point here.
Amazing.
16-17.
Amazing defensive play by Bosnia. They're throwing hands out left, right, and center, but they have absolute complete control over that ball.
It's a defensive masterclass at the moment from Bosnia. Hands in the right place, bodies on the line. And the fact is they're converting these points, these long, drawn-out points that are going. They're converting them. GOLESTANI, he's had a quiet game by his standards.
Yeah, certainly by his standards. He's been racking up point after point after point. But Iran really struggling to get their offense running because of this amazing offense that Bosnia are able to put back to Iran.
I say he's had a quiet game. He's had a quiet game attacking. He's got 4 aces already. But Bosnia will be happy with that because it gets him off the service line. It moves Morteza around one rotation. And they get the better of him.
Yeah, and the faster they can get Mirzet out of the front row, the better for Bosnia. Now we talk about their defensive excellence, and that's really coming from really good discipline. That's discipline at the net blocking, it's discipline in the back row. They're making sure that they're covering their blocks. It's making all the difference, and that's why they're in this position, is that discipline and that consistency.
Their touch against Alipour. The game's level now, 18-18.
Another incredible comeback from Bosnia. They're so solid. You know, they were down by 5 points straight off the line, and that's enough to really throw any team off their game, but they're steady, they know what to do, and they just keep playing until those points start coming.
Still a long way to go. BABADI out wide. Mastermind, Alipourian gets a touch. And then just holds himself in that position. ALIBASIC just fires into his hands.
That's a massive block. Once again, Alipourian really connecting really nicely. They get those hands over, and you saw that wind up from ALIBASIC. He was ready to absolutely blast that, but it hit a wall that was facing down. Physics does the rest for him, or for Iran, I should say.
MANKO turning playmaker to DURAN. He wipes off.
Now Iran are really going to have to work hard to stop Bosnia here. They've got things all tied up, but more importantly, we're getting really close to 25 points, and Mirzet able to make that happen like he always does. And not only does that mean side out, but that also means Alipour is in service line. He's been one of the best servers in this tournament. He's going to swing.
Mirzet puts his hand behind his head because he's waiting for that to come back at him. Well, he does, and that is brilliant from Bosnia.
Yeah, perfectly.
ALIBASIC, strong hands there.
Really strong block there, and Iran not ready for that. They're usually right there with their own hands ready to cover those blocks, but they just all were like, oh, the ball is back. They've really got to dial back in here.
It's almost Mirzet can't get his hands from behind his head quick enough to get into that position, and nobody's by his side. Well, it's another side out for Iran, but it does mean the big man goes back to the service line. Could mean another backspin ace, though.
Yeah, that's a huge thing from Mirzet. And Alipourian, he's a world-class setter, as are many of the guys on the court right now. But he's able to put that ball exactly where it needs to be so that his hitters can do their job.
Alipourian quick into position. As you mentioned, lovely hands. Gets the setup for GOLESTANI. Lifting called for Bosnia. 3-point gap again. But Mirzet goes in to the net on the serve. He departs.
Yeah, that's really not what you want in a set like this. We've got to be firing on all cylinders, but more importantly, we have to be correct. We can't be giving any points away, and that's for both teams.
ALIBASIC with the serve. Bosnia know they've got an opportunity here if they can put the pressure. They just can't get a snap away and attack. Great read on Babadi. Now there's a chance for Bosnia, and they take it. It's these long rallies they're converting into really crucial points.
Yep, that's exactly right. And the thing that's really important about that is it's giving them those real emotional highs that gets the adrenaline pumping. It gets them really, really focused in. You're super alert. It makes the reaction times better. It does much more than put a point on the scoreboard.
Gosani. He moves on to 52 points for the competition. That's his fourth swing. He's got four points there and 4 points from the service line. Babadi back to serve. Into the net, into the block it goes. Chance here for Duran. Off the block. 23-23. Well, the next point we know is either going to be a set point for one of these teams.
I love watching Duran play. He's such a playmaker. He's finishes rallies, basically. He knows exactly where he's going. He can read that block so well. It's almost like time kind of slows down for him and he can figure things out before he swings.
Just the longer the rally, the more spread the block is and the out of rotation players are in, not in their system. Big blocking again from Bosnia. ALIPOURIAN goes to the tip down the line. Nice read. Bit of a scramble here. Opportunity again for Bosnia. They got three there waiting for it. And they take it. Now, this hasn't been said very often. I'm going to have to get the stats out for this one. But Bosnia are now going to serve for a potential 2-0 lead against Iran.
And that hasn't happened in I can't even tell you how long. I can't even know. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to curse anybody. But Iran are looking a little bit off their game.
Babadi on the reverse. BIGDELI's there. Oh, couldn't quite get underneath it.
That was a beautiful touch by BIGDELI. He sees that spot right there behind Duran. ALIBASIC not able to move forward. It's really difficult to dive forward because you've got to get your legs out of the way. And a player like BIGDELI knows that very well himself.
He's now gone back to the service line. MANKO, who's done so well defensively. Well, ALIPOURIAN is fired out wide. He's tried to go down the side of the block. Second set point for Bosnia.
Now the challenge here for Bosnia especially is they're really riding a high. They're on cloud 9. They think they're about to win this set, but you have to absolutely control that energy. You have to funnel it and you have to filter it toward what you're about to do and not let the game run away from you.
Because once you poke the bear, that's what happens.
That's exactly right. The block was not set. CANCAR all by himself. GOLESTANI, look at that man. He is ready to fight.
He's got 4 aces. He's the best server in this game. Caught the side of the ball there. It's gone wide. They have got Mirzet back from court.
Yeah, Iran have made quite a few service errors in this set. And that's really, really unlike them. I think they're really trying to thread that needle and put the ball on the outside of the court, but they're just not able to convert that. Now, Duran is back at the service line. This is a really key point for Bosnia. If anybody can deliver it, he can.
It's a massive block. Now the chance comes in. In the middle, the tip to CANCAR. ALIPOURIAN, pure genius.
This is absolutely unreal. The speed of that contact, Bosnia couldn't, they stood no chance. There was no block. You cannot leave the net open in front of that man.
Well, he started the game with that audacious windmill out of nowhere and then saved set point in the second set with an absolute beauty. 26-26. Remember, it's 2 clear points needed to win the set. And they have the chance themselves now. One more, he says. One more. The second timeout called for Bosnia. They find themselves down, set point. timeout taken for Bosnia, more so just to stop the momentum from the Islamic Republic of Iran. They now come into this serving set point 27-26.
This is really dangerous territory for Bosnia. Now, they're perfectly capable of blocking this and converting this into a side out, but you've got ALIPOURIAN in the backcourt. You have BABADI in the outside spot.
ZIRAHI's on. Into the block it goes.
Exactly what ALIBASIC needed to do there, just ending that point, using the Iranian block. You can see how crucial of a skill that is in this game.
The big man comes back in for ZIRAHI. Mirzet back on. Manko back to serve. 27-27. High set to the middle.
Which is exactly why Rezai put him on in the first place. Easy conversion. And we've got ALIPOUR back at the service line once again. Now he's had a lot of errors. We'll see what he does now.
Set point for Iran. Their second set point. Well, it's kept alive. Here's the chance now to level the game with a little tip. Great chase down. The flag was waved, but the referee says no. And now it's come off the hands. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. The referee, both hands were moving. He didn't know which way he was going to go. Duran's winding the crowd up now. ALIPOURIAN's on there.
I've never seen such a dramatic point. It goes one way, then it goes the other, but referee, he's final in his decision. That point goes to Bosnia. Absolutely incredible scenes in the North Paris Arena.
28-28. You can't not smile at this. Oh! Net! Incredible angle. Just chops the ball off the block.
My favorite thing about when Mirzet swings is it looks so casual. He's just like, boom, and the ball goes down.
With a thud. Out wide, ALIBASIC on the angle. They've got options here. But they've missed it. Iran have leveled the game. 30-28 in this gold medal match. Hold on, hold on.
I think somebody just ran out on court a little bit too quickly.
Abbasi, the second Libero, wearing number one, just went around to celebrate a little bit too quickly. He does shake the hands of the second referee as they change ends here. But it is the leveler, 30-28. One set all here in this gold medal match. Here was the final point. It felt like that's where the time for the tip to come in. There's a massive gap in the middle of the court. So to confirm, we are at 1-1, 30-28. Iran take the second set at the third time of asking. Well, Iran scoring 20 points through the attacks. Bosnia 16, but Bosnia did get the reblocks on there. The error count for the two teams in that set, again, 9 errors by Iran. That's the same as the first set. For Bosnia, 7. A lot more errors again this time for Bosnia in that second set. Obviously, it was an extended set as well, because it went all the way to 30-28.
It was an extended set, and you know, it's easy for us to talk about errors, but you know, there's a difference between an unforced error, like a missed serve, and then a forced error. So it'd be interesting to know the breakdown of that, but I think it's really these unforced errors. Iran missed 3, maybe 4 serves in that set. That really made their job a lot more difficult, but Bosnia absolutely played for their lives in that set. It's so cool to see such amazing volleyball being played here. And hopefully there will be more where that comes from.
Well, we're guaranteed 2 more sets, that's for sure, because it's 1-1. You've got to win 3 sets. Could this game go to 5?
It almost seems inevitable that it will go to 5, but we won't get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're part of the statisticians looking for the 2-0 lead for Bosnia against Iran if that's ever happened. That's not needed now. Well, the crowd here being treated to a spectacle, which is what you expect at the end of the competition, when the team's fighting for gold.
And it always feels, it feels like such a treat to be able to watch these two teams play together. I mean, it's incredible play. You just don't even know where to look next because somebody's diving across the court, somebody else is casually slamming the ball down, and they're making it look really easy, but my goodness, they're working so hard.
So one change for Bosnia coming in to the start of the third set. CRNOBRNJA starts wearing number 3. CANCAR goes to the bench. No changes to the starting lineup for Iran in the third set. We tied at 1 set apiece. It's going to be Iran to serve. Underway then in the third set, and it is Iran serving, and DURAN comes off the tape and out of play for the error on the first point.
Now, to be fair to DURAN, that was not an easy ball to hit. He was out and ready to swing. The set didn't quite make it out to him. He was doing the best that he could, but it's not ideal giving Iran the first point on the board. You don't want them to have any ahead of you, really.
MANKO takes the set back to DURAN. It's recycled into the block. And there's no recycling there because that ball is shut out.
Yeah, amazing double block there. ALIPOURIAN closing really nicely. The intensity that these guys are playing with, I mean, this is a rivalry for the ages.
Off the hands. GOLESTANI.
Yeah, Bosnia getting beaten a few times at the net now. They're going to have to find that energy that they had in the last couple of sets. Those blocks have got to be good. They've got to be over and strong.
This one's overpassed. Great reactions by CRNOBRNJA. Bosnia get the block. The gun show comes out. CRNOBRNJA. Bosnia get themselves back into this third set.
CRNOBRNJA really setting well. He turns those hands in, pulls that ball back onto the court. It's this really fast tempo, I think, that's really throwing Iran off. They're not ready for it. So the more that Bosnia can speed up the game, I think it's going to serve them much better.
Well, the block was there. Lifter was given against Alipour. The block was going to land in at the baseline anyway. Two-three. It's a very different feel to the start of this third set. Mirzet yet to have that rotation where he comes on. That could change things for them. And Bosnia take advantage. Alipour soft one.
Yeah, that's a lovely changeup. You saw Alipour, he went back for that big swing. Bosnia started to adjust their defense accordingly, but in the end, it's just a really nice featherlight touch right into the open court.
Well, DURAN should say, I couldn't get on them hand flat, I had to flick it. Cue the big serve. Oh, cue the 5th ace.
What an ace. GOLESTANI's really showing up here for Iran. Alipour's been shut down a little bit, especially at the service line. And that's what makes this a world-class team. Their bench is so deep, their entire lineup is capable of being leading scorers.
This one goes long. Alipour and Mirzet front court here for Iran. Bosnia serving down by 2. High, wide.
It's almost like shooting fish in a barrel for him, finding empty space on the court. It's just point, shoot, ball goes down. Achieves your objective. It's so easy for him.
Bosnia now need to get that attack underway. This one is a help. Ooh. Well,
that's an interesting call.
Could have been a help ball against Bosnia there because it looked like it was just dropping the side.
Well, I'm of the same opinion, but the only opinion that really matters is of the first official. So we'll just have to defer to him for now.
Nice touch. Good backhand from BIGDELI. Good forearm from Mirzet.
Yeah. CRNOBRNJA doing his best to get a platform under that and trying to pop that ball up, but just a little bit too slow. Look at that intensity from Mirzet. It's got to feel good.
Oh, had he still got it? He's still got it, hasn't he?
It's a huge swing from ALIBASIC. Looks like Alipour pulled his hands back because he thought that was going to be a tool block. That left ALIPOURIAN, a sitting duck there in the back row, couldn't get that ball back up.
4-7. Well, and went fishing. Not in the barrel, not in the same barrel as Mirzet is. That was fishing out the big ocean. That ball still got a long way to find it. This one squeezes inside.
Yeah, JUSUFOVIC, it looks like he tried to pull back again just to, he tried to pull his hands back to pop that ball back up in the air, but he lost his balance. His hands came back forward.
Let's go back to serve. Bosnia on 2. We haven't seen many of those from the Bosnian captain. He gets himself back in position. Normal services resumed with the set. Great save on the attack, but just a snatch that second touch. But when your body's facing the wrong way, it's hard to do.
It is really difficult. It's a great effort by the Bosnians. They at least got that ball back up, which they've done that a few times now, which is far more than any other team has been able to manage.
Nice line serve.
That's
well
a lovely
taken.
pass.
Babadi, tight angle. Oh, incredible work. Great block. It's another resilient point from Bosnia yet again.
It's amazing to see them just stick with this. I mean, that ball, before they sent it back over to Iran, was inches off the floor. They're still able to get hands under it and just keep bettering it.
And then another monster block on top of that to get them back within 2.
Yeah, that's another great close. JUSUFOVIC exactly where he needed to go. Babadi's a lefty. He can take those really hard cut shots, and he was there waiting.
Great save. Under pressure. Oh, just long by ALIBASIC. He wasn't sure if that was going to be in or out. He had to take it.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. ALIBASIC just seemed to be kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think that ball would have gone long, but what can you do? You're already there.
There's that serving. Backspin serve. Comes straight over. No attack offered by Bosnia. And that they're going to regret because BIGDELI fires that through the hands.
Yeah, Bosnia didn't seem ready for that. That was a lovely quick set from ALIPOURIAN. It connected really nicely with BIGDELI.
A bit higher on the serve here, a bit more time. But DURAN. Again, BIGDELI. Well, he's the big daddy right now.
Yeah, another great close there by Iran.
Timeout call for Bosnia. They find themselves down by 5 points yet again. And this time, it's a different person that's scoring the points.
It is. But we know we can't count Bosnia out. They're taking a second. They're having a bit of a regroup, a rethink. What is it that we need to do to start putting points on the board? And they're such pros. They'll come back out. They'll execute that game plan, I'm sure. But Iran are firing on all cylinders right now.
Here we go, back with the action. It's a 5-point gap. Can Bosnia start to work on it? Well, both people waiting there to see which side of the net that ball's going to go. And that's an incredible swing. No lifting given there. Extra reach over his shoulder.
No, and you can see there, JUSUFOVIC was really slow coming out of the middle. He tried to reach and get his hands on that ball, but he wasn't at all set.
It's an ace serve. Mirzet, his second ace. Substitute coming in. Dino, one of the few players making their Paralympic debut for Bosnia, the 32-year-old. Comes on for ALIBASIC.
Sometimes a substitution, it can do a couple of things. One, it disrupts play, so it puts a bit of a pause on things, but it also gives Mirzet just something different to look at.
Quick reactions from Duran to keep it alive. Shorter set, not quite right for Iran. Duran goes again into the hands. He sets it out now. Quick reactions from Iran. Well, it's all going his way as well.
This is GOLESTANI's set. He's scored so many points here, even in just this rotation. Once again, JUSUFOVIC, he's not closing, he's not getting out there. They're gonna have to find a way to close that block.
SEHIC comes in for the captain. Onto the Libero, the set comes in. High off the hands, well taken again by Iran. Good save by Duran. It's in the airspace though for Iran. Bosnia fighting hard. It's another of those rallies.
What a brilliant start here for SEHIC. He comes in cold off the bench, able to put some good blocks, save them on defense. It's exactly what you need from one of the people on your bench.
BABADI chased back, kept alive. BIGDELI in, BABADI down the line. Well, even Hadi Rezai enjoyed that one, the celebration.
Oh man, leaving that line shot. Look at Hadi, he can't even believe it. That was a beautiful hit.
See the hips turn, the chest turn, and that hand through the ball.
Yeah, and he's a left-handed player. That shot is his all day, every day. You've got to cover that.
Duran almost chased down by BABADI. (9:16).
This time Duran able to find that gap in the Iranian block. He's one of their big players. They need to be shutting him down.
Bosnia starts a bit of a comeback here. Good touch. SEHIC with the feet. Rolls over.
I mean, this is
Duran
unbelievable
into
defense.
The block. And it's the man again, wearing number 9. GOLESTANI. His 14th point of the game. It doesn't score many from the blocks. Only a 6th block of the whole tournament. That's a big one. 17-9. Softly, softly. Pushed over. Alipour is just waiting. Oh, he winds up again. How quickly he reloads back again.
No, that was really good to see. That must have been really fun to hit as well. I mean, you hit into the block, they ultimately set you back. And that also means their defense isn't set. Their defense is still recovering from the first swing he took.
Well, now we have a 9-point gap in this third set. Have Iran worn Bosnia down here?
It's very possible. I mean, Bosnia, we say they're super experienced, but part of that is age. They've been playing for their absolute lives for quite a long time now, over an hour. They're gonna start to get exhausted.
Have a look there on the bench. The captain's still sitting there. Manko at 47. Makes his way back on, wearing number 2. Just refusing a drink there, just kind of going, I'm okay.
And it could be at this point that Bosnia's coach is just resting some of those key players. He knows that they have an uphill battle to fight.
Lifting called against Iran. It's a free point for them. (10-18). Ready for his thoughts. Head coach from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, the second ref saw that one. Call for lifting against Bosnia.
Those calls are killers, and you can see that. There's a lot of air there between the floor and CRNOBRNJA.
Nice block, good spot. The vision of Alipourian. And then the big hand of Mirzet. That's his 21st kill. Or 21st point, 19th kill. Those 2 aces he's got as well.
And that's a great swing from Mirzet. He didn't reach over the block this time. He just tooled right off of it. It was really decisive, really just, all right, this is it. I'm taking care of this now.
And he comes up with another ace. It's the 5th ace for GOLESTANI.
GOLESTANI is the man of the match for Iran so far.
16 points, 6 of those ace serves. Oh, it's just long. Well, Iran have scored 9 aces. GOLESTANI has 6 of them.
Well, and you can see how that's paid off for them. They're leading this match 10 points.
Absolutely. Is there a comeback or a way back into this game? Well, that's a nice serve from Manko. He's very deep.
Yeah, I mean, one of the challenges of sitting that far back, and he'll be doing that for some specific reason, but that's a lot of ground to cover for him. He's not even back on court yet, and the ball's already on his side.
Well, he doesn't need to get back. He just scoots himself back, ready to serve. The block does the job.
Yeah, that's a brilliant job by CRNOBRNJA. A big swing for him. And now Bosnia are starting to, once again, just chip away at that Iranian lead. Now, they don't have a lot of time to do it, but we'll see what they can pull off here.
Weren't able to quite pull away on that one, were they? Just
no.
It was
It's
perfect time. As soon as you said that, the big arm came over the top going, yeah, there's no answer here, is there?
Yeah, it's almost like you heard me.
Yeah. 3 points required for Iran. 22-13 here in the gold medal match. Nice spot. Quick hands by Alipourian. And, well, he's generated some speed on that push as well, hasn't he? That's blown out of court.
Yeah, he was, I think it was pretty clear he was going for high hands there, and it was clear to us, which means it was abundantly clear to Bosnia, so they just pulled that block right out of the way.
Babadi leans his whole body into that shot.
Yeah, he sure did. The block was there, but because he put so much power behind that, it just blasts through them.
Substitutes comes in this time. ZIRAHI.
Substitution for Iran, out comes Abbasi, in comes ZIRAHI.
Mirzet goes to the bench. Pure serves it long. The sub comes straight back in again. Mirzet comes back on for ZIRAHI. 15-23. BABADI eyes up. Well, he didn't eye up that. He forgot that JUSUFOVIC was there.
Yeah, that was a great block by Bosnia. Exactly what they should be doing every single time. BABADI really winding up for that. He was ready to blast through it, but it was just a Bosnian wall.
He makes a menzo straight away, but somehow MANKO keeps that ball alive. But it's a double contact. He's gone to the referee just to have a check, because he's the on-court captain at the moment, about that decision. Referee saying no, it's two different actions. So set point. Oh, it's gone wide from DURAN. And the first time asking, Iran, who have dominated this third set, he's happy, and why not? Iran have taken the game, taken the set 25-16, and are ahead now in the game by 2 sets to 1. It's not just any game, this is the gold medal match of the Paralympic Games.
Yeah, and it's important to mention that, again, I think I certainly have been so transfixed on the volleyball that's being played, I'm just easy to forget why everyone's here. These are the 2 best teams in the world, and they're certainly playing like that. Now, Bosnia, they flagged a little bit in that set, and that brought Iran back.
Well, confirmation of the score coming in. 25-16, the easiest set, should we say, that Iran have won in this game. But what do the stats tell us about this one, Kendra?
Well, I mean, look at the attacking game. I think Iran just, they shut down Bosnia's offense, and it shows. Meanwhile, Iran has 16 kills, 3 aces, 3 blocks. Now, Bosnia had 5, obviously, so they got more in. But it was also a few kind of unforced errors on Bosnia's side that just kept adding to that Iranian advantage.
Welcome back to the game here at the North Paris Arena. Just a reminder for those of you new watching the City Volleyball, some of those nuances in this game. So you can block the serve, only the top of the tape is the point on the net touch. And as I said, in standing volleyball, we have a special defensive player that comes in and out of the game, typically wearing a different colour shirt, both these wearing a white shirt. They're the Libero. They'll typically come on for somebody backcourt, typically a middle player.
And we've had some real world-class examples of Liberos on the court here today.
GODINJAK and Salehi, 2 of the very best. In fact, we've had an example of world-class setting, world-class attacking, world-class defending, world-class serving. It's kind of been everything you wanted a gold medal match to be.
Oh, 100%. You have great volleyball. You have a legendary kind of dynasty on both sides of the court in Bosnia and in Iran, and a rivalry for the ages.
Here we go then, set number 4 underway. And it's a little battle. A little tete-a-tete, the ball still moving, so no let given. And then it's popped deep onto the line. Well, ALIPOURIAN sure is just one of the best at that, isn't he?
Yeah, and look, I mean,
you set into the corner.
You can see that empty space from here, and that's easy to see because we're up above. It's not easy to see from down there.
His volleyball IQ is second to none. Great save from BIGDELI. It's recycled. Mirzet almost in setting duty.
That's not something he's used to.
I'm sure we won't see too many of those. They'll keep him swinging, I think. So warm welcome to all of you watching, wherever you are in the world. There you see our new Hall of Famer in the International Volleyball Hall of Fame, Hadi Razi, the head coach from Iran. His team are leading 2-1. And that's one of the reasons why they're still trying to work out how do they block him, or not block him that time, and just Iran has to face that one up, doesn't he?
Yeah, you see ALIBASIC there, he just completely abandoned blocking, pulled back, did a bit of a starfish. But there was still a lot of empty court for Mirzet to choose from.
ALIPOUR goes cross court, it comes straight over again. It's so fast on the reactions. Lovely set, lovely put away. Well, you could potentially fear for Bosnia if Iran continue like this.
Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders now. Their defense is brilliant. And of course, they have some really top quality hitters that just keep putting the ball away.
Quick touch. Just to prove that he is human.
He is indeed.
He won't want to watch that one back, though. He was going for the quicker swing. It's a bit too early for that one. 2-3. Nobody writes off Bosnia. That's one of the key things to do here, is not to do that. Normal Zermas resumed down the right side.
Yeah, DURAN really trying to turn his body in, trying to deflect that ball. But that line shot's open. Mirzet did very well to take that.
Talk about how the players are generating the power. Well, Mirzet has both his legs in front of him, where others are one leg behind them and they're pushing through that way. He's not able to generate that, so everything has to come from his core, his shoulder, and his arm, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mark. Every player on this floor is different. They've got, you know, different impairments, different things that kind of maybe slow them down, but also equally they have different strengths. Mirzet's an obvious one. He's got a huge amount of height, a massive reach, but everybody will have their own thing and they'll be playing to their strengths.
Nice hands, good save from ALIPOUR. JUSUFOVIC hammers that ball cross court. Sometimes you see it when a team goes 2-1 up. They think they've got not necessarily easy coming into that 4-second. We just need one more. But the incentive then goes on Bosnia to start forcing the game.
Yeah, you almost get too comfortable at the start of that set.
BABADI off tempo, cheeky inside the block.
Yeah, that was a brilliant change of pace by him. JUSUFOVIC not closing. He's off the block.
Well, he got sold there, didn't he?
He sure did.
BABADI back to serve 6-3. Quick reaction to the net. Well, JUSUFOVIC is one of the best at that, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is one of Bosnia's best blockers, and he's not necessarily the biggest. He's just really smart. He's able to read the hands of his opponents and keep playing the ball off of them.
BABADI brings in BIGDELI off the hands of the block and out of play.
Yeah, there's not much you can do when somebody like BIGDELI goes up for a swing like that.
Bosnia with 17 blocks in this game. They ran just with 6 block kills. And they've not needed it necessarily. The block hasn't had to be on point for them. It's another ace.
Now, Bosnia are going to have to pick it up really soon. They're down by 4 points. That's not the kind of margin that you want to be giving Iran. They've lost a bit of their energy, a bit of their mojo. They've got to find a way to claw that back. And that's one way to do it.
That is. They've obviously heard you again. You're in the air, the head coach, aren't you? He's telling him.
Maybe he's looking for an assistant, Mark.
High toss on the serve.
That's really
doing all he can to get underneath it. And ALIPOUR just poetry in motion, that movement of his.
It's so fluid, and honestly, we have to give ALIPOURIAN a lot of credit there. That was a good pass, but he wasn't in a great position. He's able to still put that ball exactly where ALIPOUR needed it.
This one rattling in, doesn't go down as an ace, it's still kept alive. And then it's put away. GODINJAK puts it down for Bosnia.
Yeah, that's a lovely cut shot just to the inside of GOLESTANI. He's already set back. There's not a whole lot he could have done there.
DURAN back to serve. 11 points, one of the top point scorers for his team so far. They need some more from him. They're not going to get it from the service line there as Mirzet. Again, whether he's attacking left, right, or middle. This one using the hands well. ALIPOURIAN with the serve. MANKO on setting duty. ALIBASIC goes straight into the hands of the block. It's going to be a free ball coming over. But ALIPOUR says, no, straight back at you, thank you.
Oh, that is a momentum killer. ALIPOUR just coming out of nowhere.
It looked like they're going to put it tight to Mirzet, knowing that he wouldn't necessarily snap it at the net. And then ALIPOUR just snuck in, didn't he? DINO coming in for ALIBASIC. On a 5-point gap here. In the first 2 sets, there was an energy out Bosnia that you could see that coming back in. The third set, not quite the same.
No, Bosnia really seemed to have lost that spark that they came out with in the first couple of sets. I mean, that was a really tough loss for them in set 3. And it looks like Iran are kind of on their way to take set 4 unless Bosnia are able to pull it together.
I mean, the big difference here when you look at this, and start of this 4th set, DELALIC, the captain, the setter, the playmaker, the inspiration, the 52-year-old, hasn't started. He's on the bench. He's got a towel around his shoulders. It's almost that he's kind of gone, I'm out of this now, guys. It's down to you.
Yeah, and they'll be missing him for sure.
What it does, though, it does allow some of the new players coming through. So the likes of SEHIC, DINO, Medic is obviously a little bit more experienced along there, but DURAN as well at 37. So there is some youth and younger players who never necessarily got the experience that the other guys have. He's giving them a chance in this environment here. I mean, not often they get to play in front of 5,000 people at a Paralympic gold medal match. That has a big impact on the way the game plays as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, give them credit, though. They've really come into this and filled those spaces really nicely. They're playing really steady. They're doing the right things. But nobody really has an answer to this Iranian team right now.
There's no touch on the block there. CRNOBRNJA has that ball go flying out of play. Looking for questions and answers from the coach. It's off the hands and out of play. It feels like it's just pulling away now. And Iran are now in control.
I mean, you can just look at the body language. The Iranian team, they're up, they're pumped, and every time the camera pans over to the Bosnian side, they're just a bit deflated. They're not really engaged.
ALIPOURIAN playing around on these serves now, dropping that one short to MANKO. And ALIPOUR sneaking in again with another huge block.
I mean, look at how fast he is. And the thing that I think is so good about the Iranians is they block really quickly and they block really late. So when you go up as a hitter, you see that tape, there's no hands, and you just rip it, but all of a sudden there are hands there above the net, and you're completely shut down.
Well, Iran now leading 15-6 in the fourth set. The first two sets, a titanic battle between the two teams, with Bosnia coming back from 5 and 6 points down. Iran took control in set 3, and they're in control here in set 4. They're 10 points away, potentially, from gold medal number 3 in a row. ALIBASIC, well, he's found that line gap down by the side of Mirzet. No big celebration because he knows there's still work to do.
Yeah, there's still a long road ahead of Bosnia if they're going to come out on top of this set, especially with Iran playing at their best like they are right now.
Well, this is why Mirzet doesn't snatch at those ones that are coming over the net there. With his hitting angle and the ball coming flatter at him, he can't get his hand over the top of it. The left-hander Babadi. No attack offered. Good block. He can do that, though.
He certainly can. And that was a great swing by SEHIC. But you've just got to remember who you have in front of you when you go and wailing on the ball like that. Look at that reaction. He's such a beast.
As you said, he loves this sport. He loves this team, doesn't he?
He certainly does. I mean, if you read stories about him, it's changed his whole life. He owes everything to this sport. And he's dominating it. I mean, he came in only probably 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Yep.
Already one of the all-time greats.
He does a lot outside as well for the sport, so it's about the conversations he had with people about it. Babadi on the angle. Oh, that's a nice time block. Mirzet doesn't necessarily have that line shot in from that side, does he? So he just goes with his body cross court. Really nice placement.
Yeah, and you see where he turns his body cross court, his hand lowers, which means the ball comes down, and that puts it within reach of the Bosnian blockers.
Well, net touch given against ALIBASIC. ALIBASIC waves his finger at him, says, no, sir, not me. If we'll see a replay of that one or not.
No, ALIBASIC is not impressed by that call.
Right. MANKO, who's the standing captain, while DELALIC is off, goes over to talk to the referee. The ball was definitely on the net there. The momentum went the other way to Iran, so has he followed through and caught it there, but again, yeah. ALIBASIC may have done, we haven't seen the replay, he may have done and not known because he's still in contact with the ball as well.
Yeah, possibly.
Great save. Golestani off the block.
I mean, that's great composure by Golestani as well. He's really having to work hard to get to that ball. He obviously plays it. He has to get back up. He's a little bit underneath of it, and he's still able to pull off that kill.
18-10. It's a battle at the net. A little bit of time here for Bosnia. And this one has come off the antenna and hit ALIPOUR in the head. He still just didn't flinch or anything. He just went, no, that hit the antenna, thank you.
So much composure.
Well, the second timeout coming in for Bosnia. It's 9 points down with only 6 remaining for Iran to get to secure a third gold medal in a row. Well, the first point after the timeout going the way for Iran. Mirzet at the baseline. Serving tough today. He's adding value from the service line. Quick touch coming in. And he's also attacking from the back line. SEHIC goes on the angle. Alipour is there in the right place. BABADI! Just long. Just long.
That point might be just the gift that Bosnia need to get back in this game. I mean, there's still a lot of points ahead of them, but 8's looking a lot better than 9 or 10.
Yeah, 2 or 3 on each side out will help them out. That's a nice big block. Good movement. BIGDELI tight at the net. DURAN. This can be chased down. Oh, what an effort that is. Incredible.
I mean, what a swing. You cannot give the entire net to Mirzet Dzevad, and he stands up trying to see if Salehi's going to get to that. Hadi can't believe it. He goes out, pats him on the back, says, well done. What amazing effort.
He also said, quick, get back on there. Come on, we've got another point to play. Just a slight delay at the moment. Just Alipourian looking a little bit uncomfortable. He was chasing back alongside Salehi. Make sure that he's okay. You definitely don't want any injuries. BABADI using the hands from DURAN. 2012. Back in 2012, it was gold for Bosnia, silver for Iran. Since then, in Rio and in Tokyo, it has been Iran's medal. Are they on course for a third one here? An 8th gold in total in the Paralympic history.
I mean, they're looking pretty good for it at this point. Bosnia haven't been able to find a real definitive answer. And look at the body language. I mean, ALIBASIC, he saw that coming, but just couldn't react fast enough.
The points have been spread so evenly. Good skills from MANKO. Golestani says, not the second time. He now moves to his 19th point. Mirzet on 27, Alipourian is on 12.
No, and that's why they're the world-class team, the world-class program. Sitting volleyball is a massive sport in Iran. It's the most popular sport being played by people with disabilities in that country, and this is the result of that.
Inside it goes from BABADI. It's an ace serve. Salehi goes over and embraces, as does Golestani. It's like they're celebrating early. Unfortunately, this isn't a time match. You don't wait till the final whistle. You've got to get to that final whistle. The referee won't blow early and say, oh, you're leading by a little bit. All right, we'll give you. That won't happen.
No, they certainly need to finish this, but Bosnia just looked completely...
That's a set and a half with the foot from ALIBASIC.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, that goes long. ALIBASIC, that right foot set.
So casual as well.
Well, the first 2 sets, Bosnia took Iran all the way. The second 2 sets, it has been a masterclass. Alipourian, this one just comes off the block and then ricochets off the defense from Iran.
Yeah,
Had to
JUSUFOVIC.
play, didn't he?
Yeah, JUSUFOVIC not giving up without a fight. He's going to get one last block in. And I say that assuming Iran are going to keep moving, but as we know, Bosnia are very capable of overcoming this lead and catching up, so we'll just wait and see.
BABADI at full stretch, keeps it alive. It's gone out to Alipourian. Oh, that's a huge block, but it's kept up somehow. I don't know how.
It seems completely against the laws of
BABADI
physics.
just lying down, taking it. And watch that ball go out. It's like BABADI was waiting, and then, incredible. Well, that point takes us to the gold medal point. 10 match points for
I mean,
Iran.
listen to this crowd. There are something like 4,500 people in this stadium right now, and every single one of them is on their feet.
Match point for the gold medal. BIGDELI serving. They're stacking very much on the right side. And it's always not won with an ace, but it does drop down. The Islamic Republic of Iran have done it for the 8th time in the Paralympic Games. The men are the gold medalists.
They are the golden boys of sitting volleyball. Have not been dethroned in a competition in probably a decade.
Huge credit goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Those first 2 sets, some of the most incredible sitting volleyball we've ever seen.
Now, I would even argue maybe even some of the most incredible volleyball period that we've seen. I know it's a little bit different than the standing game, but my goodness.
Well, the Iranian coaching staff have got the flag out, but the players first things first will go round and shake hands.
I mean, you see the respect that both of these teams have for each other. They meet each other at the net like old friends. They've been here 10 times before.
This is true sporting spirit at its very best. And there's confirmation of the result. Bosnia took the first set 25-22. And then the Islamic Republic of Iran came back 30-28, 25-16, 25-14 to take the gold medal for the 3rd time in a row and for the 8th time of asking. And here is how it happened. Bosnia just ran out of steam a little bit as the game went on. Iran didn't let up. They continued to go. Mirzet, top point scored with 27. Goal started from the service line, 6 aces. He finished on 21 points.
This is one of my favorite moments in a Paralympic Games. Look at all this joy. I mean, they've been here before. This really should be old hat for them, but look at their faces. They've put on an incredible show here tonight.
And everybody's still standing for both the Islamic Republic of Iran and for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Well, tell us a bit about that.
Well, what can you say? I mean, really equal if you really even things out, but it is the offense from Iran that won this match. They had nearly double the amount of kills of Bosnia, and that's not double as in 4 versus 2. That's 65 versus 45. It's incredible.
Bosnia are the silver medalists. They've been there and done that before. They know they've come second best. Well, here's the final standings. We've just said the gold medalists are Iran, Bosnia, silver. Egypt took the bronze medal in a massive game against Germany, who finished 4th. Kazakhstan, up-and-coming team. Look out, LA28, they could be there as well.
I'm putting my money for them on the podium. This was their first games in 28 years, and they blew people away. They nearly beat Bosnia in pool play.
It's been an incredible journey, and these 8 teams have fought so hard. But the celebrations, quite rightly, are for the men in red from Iran. They have done it for the 8th time. BIGDELI telling us, yes, sir, we know. 8 times we've just said that. Incredible scenes. The emotions running high.
Yeah, Iran came here just to prove to all of us once again they are the best in the world. Nobody can touch them. Now, Bosnia came pretty close. And they've got a lot to be proud of. Silver medal at the Paralympic Games is nothing to sniff at, but it is a tough, tough way to end the Paralympic Games. But they're all smiles. I think they're really happy to be here. They knew this was going to be a tough fight for them. And to finish second out of this incredible tournament is a really, really good achievement.
A lot of the team and for across the board here are playing their 6th, 7th Paralympic Games. the longevity of these teams and players, the legend that Hadi Razi has created for Iran now is incredible. For himself as well, and quite rightly so, he's getting inducted into the International Volleyball Hall of Fame. His team have been phenomenal, and an absolute pleasure to watch. A great final.
Yeah, some really exceptional volleyball being played today. And you know, like I said before, these Iranian players, they're going to sit at the top of this podium for the third time in a row, but you can still see how much it means to them. They do not take this lightly. They know it's a privilege, and they know that if they don't stay on top of their game, somebody else can dethrone them.
l'Arena Paris Nord. D'ici quelques instants, la cérémonie des vainqueurs. Vous pouvez allumer vos flashs. On va encore une fois chanter. So good. In fact, it was so good, we're going to do it again. But just letting you all know, we are counting down to the medal ceremony. Stick with us. de Paris 2024. D'ici quelques tout petits instants, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du volley assis, tournoi masculin Paris 2024. While they're up on the big screen, please join me in thanking our incredible volunteers and sport team who have put together this magnificent Paris 2024 sitting volleyball competition. Do not go anywhere. The medal presentation ceremony is coming up. Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du tournoi masculin de volley assis des Jeux paralympiques de Paris 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games men's sitting volleyball. Veuillez accueillir les médaillés. Please welcome the medalists.
Welcome to the North Paris Arena, to the sitting volleyball at the 2024 Paralympic Games. This is the victory ceremony for the men's competition. Three teams that are making their way out. The countries that will be winning the bronze, silver and gold here in the men's competition take their place. To have alongside me Kendra Lancaster Hall, who's been on the medal podiums yourself. What are the teams and countries feeling here?
Well, to be honest, I think if you're the Islamic Republic of Iran or Egypt, it's a sense of relief.
The medals will be presented by Monsieur Mohamed Alameli, membre du conseil d'administration du comité international.
Medal presentations coming through, and the presenters presenting the gold medal will be Mr. Mohamed and Ali, the IPC governing board member. And accompanying the IPC governing board member will be Mori Okamura, who is the World Paravolley President. Presenting the silver medals will be Mr. Josh Duick, the IPC Athletes Council Vice Chair. That is Mr. Jai Yun Chong, who is the IPC governing board member, who will be presenting the bronze medals.
Accompanied by Madame Lori Ochimura, Presidente de World
Accompanying the gold medals will be Lori Okamura, the World Paravolley President.
Dr.
Stephen Juni from the World Paravolley Sport Director. Accompanying the silver medals and accompanying the bronze medals will be the World Paravolley Medical Director, Louise Ashcroft.
Médaillé de bronze représentant l'Égypte.
Victorious against Germany, Egypt take to the bronze medal podium.
This is an amazing moment for this Egyptian team. It's been a long time since they've been back on the podium, no doubt. They'll be absolutely elated to be here. Some of these players, including this man, Egyptian captain Hisham El Shweik. This is his 6th Paralympic Games. And he was a bronze medalist both in Rio and in Athens, as were several of his teammates, and look at the happy faces here. All of these members of the squad, regardless of their playing time, they'll have put the hours in. They've been training for 4 years for this moment, some of them even longer.
Game itself, it was a big game against Germany. 5 sets, it went all the way.
It's exactly what you hope for in a medal match. It never gets old seeing those happy faces. And there's nothing like that feeling of the medal being put around your neck, feeling that weight through that ribbon. It makes it seem oh so real.
And the traditional bite.
Got to do it. It's a tradition.
It's got to be done.
Abouel Yazid, he was a massive player for Egypt. Gave them a lot of points through blocks.
One of the newcomers to the team, and what a start here, Zikri.
Abouel here, he's been a legend this tournament. Huge blocker, big server for Egypt.
Egypt came through in the bronze medal match 3-2 against Germany. Into the pool stages, lost against Bosnia, and then won their match against France 3-0, Kazakhstan 3-1. They came across Iran in the semi-final, took a set off them, and then came to the bronze medal match, victorious by 3-2.
It's so lovely to see some of these players really enjoying themselves here. Every time we see them on the court, they're just bringing big, intense faces. They're really letting their personality show here. And how cute is that frieze?
Oh, so nice.
Some of the viewers, you might notice that the legs and the blades on the frieses that the athletes are receiving, the color matches the medal that they're wearing. So these bronze medalists will receive frieses with bronze legs. These are one of a kind.
And there's the bronze medalist at the 2024 Paralympic Games men's sitting volleyball. It's Egypt.
Représentant la Bosnie-Herzégovine.
Well, there has to be a run-up in all competitions. And in this competition, it is Bosnia and Herzegovina. They have experienced gold medals, silver medals and bronze medals at the Paralympic Games. But here they came across a strong Iranian team and unfortunately not able to come out after that first set they scored.
Stevan CRNOBRNJA.
GODINJAK MANKO Adnan SEHIC will receive their medal.
Asim.
And he's 55 years old in his 7th Paralympics.
And here's the big man for Bosnia, Mirzet Dzevad. He was their big point scorer. This means a huge amount to all of them, but especially to him. You could see his heart was on his sleeve in that match.
So CANCAR wears number 7, receives his medal. He's now coaching a women's team as well, so developing the sport in Bosnia. 5-year-old HAMZIC, another of the 7-time Paralympians. Flag bearer for Bosnia receives his medal, ALIBASIC. And the captain, the 52-year-old DELALIC.
And JUSUFOVIC, the big blocking man for Bosnia and Herzegovina. He's been absolutely critical to their success here. And let's not forget, they're obviously ending on a loss today, but this is an improvement from their finish in Tokyo.
As they receive their mementos. They were victorious against Egypt in the pool stages by 3-1. They had a fantastic game against Kazakhstan in the pool stages, winning that one 3-2. And then against the host nation, it was 3-0. They came into the semi-final, took on a strong German team, just started to find their rhythm in the semi-final and set up a gold medal match against their old rivals, the Islamic Republic of Iran. But they took the first set 25-22 after being down by 5 points multiple times in that set. Incredible performance.
And you're going to be all smiles after a match like that. The ultimate aim as an athlete is you leave everything out of the court. You take every opportunity. You give your all. And Bosnia and Herzegovina certainly achieved that today.
Shout out to the head coach, Ifet Mamatovic, the assistant coach of Ijab Mamadovic, and the assistant coach, Nezad Salkic. While they may not stand on the podium, they are fundamental in helping Bosnia and Herzegovina get the silver medal here at the 2024 Paralympic Games.
Gold medalists and Paralympic champions representing Islamic
For the 8th time in their career, the Islamic Republic of Iran stand tall on the podium in the gold medal position. They've made it 3 back-to-back. Victory in Rio to victory in Tokyo to now being crowned gold medalists.
Mr. Morteza Mirzet, he's so critical to this team's success, but he might be the biggest on the court, but he's not necessarily the biggest player on the team. ALIPOURIAN leading their team to victory. You can really feel the emotion from these athletes here today. They're absolutely living the dream.
HAJIBABAEI and NEMATI might not have played much in the game, but they're important members of the squad. BIGDELI, important. Also, Lashkari.
Golestani, we have to give him a special mention. If I had to choose anyone as my man of the match of that gold medal final, it would be him. He came out swinging, and a key part of why his team is here on that podium today.
ZIRAHI only made a few points. Salahi, the phenomenal Libero, and then BABADI.
And you can see here, just like Bosnia received Frige with silver points and Egypt received Frige with bronze points, here Iran are receiving their very own Frige with those golden legs.
Silver, so the bronze, silver and gold. Frige is only given to medalists. They're not available anywhere. They are special for the Paralympic Games here in 2024. So many people to please, to see.
Well, and they'll be wanting to share this with their fans as well. They're here supporting them. They're as a part of this as much as the players are in a way. And you can see the pride in all of their faces.
Well, the 2024 Paralympic champions, the gold medalists here, they are the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Now going to have the national anthem for the gold medalists.
Republic of Iran.
Once again, your gold medalists and Paralympic champions are the Islamic Republic of Iran for the 8th time. Congratulations to all of our medalists here and the victory ceremony. Gold medalist Iran, the silver medalist Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the bronze medalist Egypt. This is the men's sitting volleyball here at the North Paris Arena in the 2024 Paralympic Games. Congratulations to all of the medalists. So Kendra, just talk us through how these teams are feeling now and the journey they've been on here in Paris.
It's almost impossible to describe. It's elation, really, maybe a mix of relief. You know, these athletes have been preparing for this moment for 4 years, maybe even longer, and this is the culmination of that. It's done now. They've done what they've come to do. They've achieved what they meant to achieve, and now they just have this moment to enjoy it and bask in the glory. And next they'll be celebrating.
And following on from Tokyo, very different atmosphere for these on the podium as well, with a crowd here. How much different would that have meant for them having their spectators and their fans here?
Well, of course, I think most athletes would agree they were lucky to have the Tokyo 2020 Games. They were happy to be there. They still came and they completed, but there's nothing that can match the feeling of playing in these matches and having this victory ceremony in front of your fans, your family, your friends, and having them there to share in that moment with you. It's irreplaceable. Now, of course, these athletes that were on the podium in Tokyo would have enjoyed that. They'd have had the same sense of glory, but I think a lot of them really felt something was missing, and that was what it was. It was having the people that they love and respect around them to share with them.
Well, Egypt got themselves into that semi-final and then got themselves into a medal match against Germany. A real battle. But also Iran got pushed all the way. Those first 2 sets, let's not forget, against Bosnia and Herzegovina. They really had to work hard, and it's nice to see such a great team like Iran be tested, but come back and show their qualities.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mark. I think the games that we got to witness here today at the North Paris Arena are exactly what you want in a medal match. Athletes being pushed to their absolute limits, being tested, and ultimately the best teams won today.
Well, it's an amazing sporting spirit being shown here as each of the teams are going around congratulating each other. They played so hard on court, but they know each other so well off the court. And these are the moments, not just for their country, but for sitting volleyball itself and for the sporting spirit of the Paralympic Games. This is what it means.
It does, and I think that's something that's so special about this level of sport. These athletes have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. You know, they know as well, better than anyone, what each other are going through to get to this level, achieve this level of success, and you don't have a lot of people that you can share that with. So, of course, you're going to be exchanging those pleasantries and words of congratulations to each other.
Well, they're individually having their photos, they're collectively having their photos with their comrades, with their friends, with their competitors. They'll be taking pictures well into the night. They'll be wearing those medals with pride for a long, long time to come. Here in Paris, we have completed with the men's sitting volleyball competition. Our medalists, once again, Egypt in bronze, Bosnia and Herzegovina in silver, and the Paralympic champions and gold medalists for the 8th time. It's the Islamic Republic of Iran. Mirzet in his wheelchair had a phenomenal game. Bosnia struggled to deal with him. Babadi incredible scenes here at the North Paris Arena. Pure happiness and joy. The Iranian coaching staff, Rezai and Jalal Emiri, alongside all the support staff behind the scenes, the people that we don't see on camera, who don't make it out onto the bench, the medics and the support staff for all 3 of these teams and all 8 in the men's competition. It's not just the players on court, there's a big group of people behind them.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case, Mark. It takes a village, as they say, and that certainly is true for the Paralympic Games. These athletes, they did most of the hard work the last few days, but they couldn't do it without the people around them that help support them and help them along the way.
I wonder how many selfies they're going to be taking, practicing different techniques, different ways, watching what everybody else has done. There's the celebration. They are the gold medalists. And that smile tells you the story. BIGDELI smiling, one of the biggest grins he's had all day. Now he's got that gold medal around his neck yet again.
They're the golden boys of sitting volleyball, Mark.
They are.
And we'll have to wait a few more years to see if anybody can topple the Islamic Republic of Iran. This is their 3rd gold medal in a row. They seem untouchable.
Well, LA 28 is not that far around the corner.
But it's also 4 years is a long time. A lot can happen in between now and then. But we'll let them bask in the glory for now. They can start planning for LA 2028 in a few days' time.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of players playing their 6th, 7th Paralympics. The longevity is important. Will we see some new players coming in?
Well, let's hope so.
Will we see a new gold medalist in LA? That's a long way away, as you said. But for now, quite rightly so, the Paralympic champions and gold medalists can smile and take pictures as long as they like here in the North Paris Arena. They've earned it. 8 teams came to Paris with one goal in mind. Gold at the Paralympic Games, sitting volleyball. It ended up with Egypt in bronze, Bosnia and Herzegovina taking the silver, but for the 8th time and the 3rd time in a row, the gold medalists and Paralympic champions are the Islamic Republic of Iran.